final day upon us here in Sano, the ICC Men's Under-19 Cricket World Cup East Asia Pacific Qualifier Division 1. Papua New Guinea taking on Fiji here at the SICG. Glad to be bringing it all to you on the Japan Cricket Association YouTube channel. News from the toss a moment ago. Fiji winning the toss and elected to bat. We'll give you some revised playing conditions as well due to the delayed start. Thank you for joining us and holding out wherever you are around the world before tuning in. And whilst tournament bragging rights are not up for grabs, there are a couple interesting permutations at play. Second place finish up for grabs in this tournament, which would likely to this point dictate how the qualification pathway to the next Under-19 Men's World Cup will go. And two teams desperate for victory on the final day. For Papua New Guinea, we're eager to get out into the middle, hunting for their first victory. PNG with bragging rights after a win in the reverse fixture earlier in the tournament. Keen to go back to back and finish the tournament with 2 wins. Daniel Beswick here in Sano. It's a pleasure to be here once again and happy to report a beautiful, clear, sunny day in Sano, albeit with the rain impeding us yesterday. A downpour here in the Fiji prefecture last night. A couple of cricket travellers, I should say, running to their cars from the rain after dinner in the evening. As we approach the final day of tournament action. Power play 1, 5 overs, power play 2 of 15, and the final power play of 5 overs as well. Bowling restrictions to 5 overs per bowler each. The revised format might just free up some of the players on both teams today. Missed yesterday, Japan, and their victory over Fiji helped them punch their tickets to the Under-19 Men's Cricket World Cup next year in Zimbabwe and Namibia, guaranteeing their top spot finish. We'll run through the teams in a moment as well. Sitting out for PNG today, Wawe, Robin, Iga Maria and David Taraka Marla. A couple of changes on the Fijian side. The first was Caprielli, Tom Varley. Israeli. Let us know where you're joining us on the YouTube channel. 2 slips in place for Anthony David, who takes the first over here at the high school end. underway here in Sano. Match 6. And a play and miss to begin. Wide signalled, so we'll have to be re-bowled. Juicy bull toss, but chance not taken up by Nina Manara, man who at this point is probably putting his hand up inside that team of the tournament to be announced at the end of the competition. A little bit of movement there away from the right-hander for Anthony David. And in the conversation, should he bowl well today? Team of the tournament aspirations as well. To the leg side, and they'll take one. Nice run off the bat for Manara and Fiji. Wide to begin their day. Slow on to the bat there of Kenny Maui, the left-hander, sporting that arm guard that has over the course of the tournament. You've just joined us, 25 over a side match here due to the rain curtailing preparations which came through last night. The rain was nice and clear this morning, but very heavy rain made it difficult to begin on time. Square in the infield in particular, popping the brunt of it. Wide. Slight reshuffling in Fiji's order today. Joeli Mawala listed at number 4, maybe with this match being a rain-reduced game, cut in half, 25 over the side. Actually, this is at number 11. He opened the batting earlier in the tournament. Swatted into the leg side, and it should run away for the first boundary of the day. Not out of the middle of his bat. Enough power and brunt in that shot from Kanimawi. Given the opportunity to swipe into the leg side. Takes the opportunity. So, ball remaining in the first over, 7 for no loss. Top ball to finish the first. 7 for no wicket here in Sano, 1 over down. Running repairs already for Penny Maui. Replacement back. Good opportunity to see Pukaraho in for Papua New Guinea. Next in the Garamut squad. Far left arm action we haven't had a chance to see as yet. Team to shuffle the squads a little bit, even with second place still up for grabs here. It's the cover region. The slight misfield will bring about a single. Fiji winning the toss. Lefty back here in Sano, home of international cricket. Exciting news happening this week in this part of the world. Cricket and multi-sport games, hopefully, fingers crossed. Taking a little bit of time to face up here. Side. Definitely shades of Mitchell Stark in Pukaraho's action. Generally find that a lot of the PNG cricket community, Australian fans, just given the proximity and the relationship there. For the half volley that Maui can't put away. Plenty of support from Pukaraho around in the field. Feel old. Puka born in January 2009. We'll see him at the next cycle. Youngest member of the squad. The youngest squad member by a distance as well. Man in the deep, protecting on the leg side down the ground, just one. 5 over power play here in Sano today with the innings split in half, 25 over the side. Here with the right-left combination. Going out kind of square on the leg side. The 45 is wide and up to this point. Take on the mid-off fielder. Fire at the striker's end, just trying to catch maybe runner a little bit off guard. Rahu's first over the tournament goes for 4. Fiji 11 for no loss in the summer. save it again. Two slips in. Asking questions of Lena Manura early. But no appeal from the bowler, knowing full well that down the leg side. Oh, and caught in two minds there was Manura, well bowled from David, that one almost popping up into the short cover fielder's grasp. To the bowler. On the up over, the short cover fielder, and beats the chasing mid off to the rope. Power from Manura to muscle over the top. Not quite a half volley if you take a look at the replay. Definitely not quite under his nose, does well to lift it over. Shout for a catch and no wide signal. Not sure if that was bat or pad down the leg side. And then the dot ball. 15 for no loss, 3 overs gone. Got any questions in regards to this match or the competition thus far, or anything in regards to Japan or East Asia Pacific cricket? Let us know in the comment section on the YouTube stream or completely at Fiji Desmond 1. So good first impression here. And his youngest squad member comes in for his second over. Only holding his own. Wide signal there. Stretching the point field up. take on the infield and win. The news overnight in the IPL, I don't know the name of whether Suryavanshi making a century as a 14-year-old. A little bit of a link to Japan. He actually played the ICC Under-19 Asia Cup against the Japanese team competing here. He made 23 off 23 balls. And it was dismissed by a man who's quite possibly in the front running for player of the tournament, honours here at the tournament, Charlie Hara-Hins. To go on to win that particular match. They had quite a few of the current under-19 squad there. Thinking of a couple of staff, Charlie Hara-Hins, Neil Palmer, Hugo Tony Kelly, to name a few. They've got ball to finish. Fukaraho begins his solid start. First ball of the campaign, 4 overs gone, 17 for no run. Keep further up. Just over the head. Might have even been a fingertip drop there at cover. It was a good attempt, an awkward one. Frank Nemi at cover. Just over the bowler's head. Not timed to perfection, and the mid-off able to come around. Side. Half a shout for a catch, but wide of the backward square leg. in his area. It might fall into the hands of the fielder, who puts down a pretty tough chance. Definitely one he'd love to have back. Dauncey Tom, top order batter there, unable to hold on. Overs in the books. The end of power play 1, 20 to no run. Missed yesterday's action. Japan qualifying for the under-19 Men's Cricket World Cup, going 4 from 4, clean sweep for them. Into a whole team. It's Deputy Kazuma Katzel Stafford captaining the side yesterday. Nursing hamstring injury. Third over to Rahul. Send the extra one fielder out. In power play 2. Have an extra man out if they so choose. Shouted yes. Blocks early. Rahul, just one of 2 players who has completed the tournament, born in 2009. Skylar McLeod Cook of Japan. December 2009, if that makes you feel old. Looking to work that into the leg side. He'll still get one. Next hit would have been an interesting call for the Squareland umpire. The offside for one, there's a man out there protecting the boundary. Six overs gone, 23 for no wicket here in Sarnia. when we see Vargivani today, he's been impressive. Leading spinner in PNG's attack. Chance taken. It's a good grab, good reflexes, changing direction. Vargivani, a great pair of hands to finish it off as well. Came at a good height to him, but he did well to transfer all his weight to the other side and complete the catch. Immediate breakthrough from the gun off spinner of PNG's bowling attack. Almost an immediate impact. Been the pick of the bowlers, as we mentioned, for Papua New Guinea Vargivani. Look at the tournament, that puts him equal third to Japan, Hugo, Tony Kelly, and plays a full match in the fourth, and then Charlie Hurry, him, Nihal Palmer, the players over the top, 12 and 13 respectively. Marianne able to get off the mark and send it down to long on. Loads up. Gone a long way up in the air. This will be a great catch. It's been put down. It's always going to be tough. And when Borgant looks like in the deep running back. It will be over. The half chance not taken. In the end they run 27 for 1. Spin. Another hooker from the other end. Numbers haven't quite reflected how good he's been. Unable to take bulk wickets, he's held up an end most of the campaign. A little bit unlucky in terms of the numbers next to his name. a little longer on. Half a shout, the bowler has already given up on the appeal. Just do the one. Eight overs gone, 29 for 1. Varney again. Top edge. And well taken, and a somersault to boot. Good piece of athleticism by the fielder running in. Take a look at the replay here. Maybe carry some shots, but maybe one for the cameras there from Awala Puka, who's just bowled the last over. Again. At the 4 for Papua New Guinea. Look at number 10 now. Out for Fiji, Joeli Mawala. Some impression at this tournament. Fallen back. Maybe a habit of taking important wickets against Fiji. Vargivani, 2 already today, to go with the key wicket of Lena Manara. Her first account, 9 overs gone, 29 for 2. So the winner already decided here. Insano. These two teams gunning for second place. May well affect the path of the next Under-19 World Cup, so still plenty to play for. Keep calm and carry on at the striker's end. Loud ball of yes from Narayan in single. Happy to leave alone. Of course, a 25 over match this, due to the rain we had yesterday curtailing preparations. Wanting to launch as Mawala, we've seen him free the arms and hit towards those big nets here in Sano that protect the ball from going onto the road. I'm sure those nets will be tested this upcoming weekend with the Japan Premier League, of course, beginning. 3-day tournament that. Shout should be of 2 from these two. They will come back for a second. They're the best pair in the middle now for Fiji, at least the most capable. Shout from Pukaraho turned down, maybe just a flip on the pad there, no wide signal. Ten overs gone, 33 for 2. And really did race through the finishing tape yesterday to qualify. The session of wickets at the back end. Almost took the wicket so quickly. There's a few members of the media and local council set to come down and almost missed the moment. Here's Varney. Big shout from the keeper looking towards square leg, turned down. Tough to estimate for Alex Miyaji, the CEO of Cricket Japan, Japan Cricket Association, I should say, and letting the media and politicians come down in an estimated time. Thankfully they all got down to watch it. Ooh, might have even been a little tickle there from Mawala. The reaction of Varney tells you everything, and the non-signal from the umpire tells you that that was a little nick. Keeper's unable to keep a hold of a tough one. Inside edge, of course, never an easy one for the keeper of any stature. Keeping overall, this tournament has been good. Candidates for team of the tournament with the gloves, certainly a stiff one for those having to decide. Not quite onto Narayan's bat, but he works well into the leg side and actually forces a misfield. A little bit of pressure that brings with positive running between the wickets. The ground fielding has been at a really good standard at this competition. That's certainly field in the last delivery, certainly an outlier. Should beat the two men. Mariana does. Moves to 8. His first 13 deliveries, 1 ball left in this over. As we mentioned, as you can see on the screen there, 25 overs aside. Power play 1, 5 overs. Middle power play 15 and the final power play of 5 overs as well. Maximum 5 overs can be bowled. Individual, of course, and the 11th over done and dusted. So we approach the halfway mark here in this innings. Fiji trying to build a little platform for themselves to launch a little later, 37 for 2. Quite a lot of energy in Sano this week. Home fans were treated to a home tournament success as well, largely untroubled over the 4 match days, it must be said. Good battle between these two sides here, and as mentioned, future pathway events and qualification paths may be dictated by who wins today. On the up, Narayan, there should be a shout of 2, but the fielder a wide long on scurried around to clean things up for his team. I think it's Frank Nammy out there. I think it's sporting number 5. He is about 300 metres away from me here in the high school building in Sano. Wanting to load up, but Puka asking too many questions. This time he wants to swipe into the leg side and get 1. Last ball to dot. Another good over for Awala Puka. 12 overs gone, 39 for 2. Barney into his 4th over. Expected he'll. Well, there might be a conversation about keeping 1 over in the bank. Oh, again, and another big inside edge as Moala loads up. Chance of a catch and put down again. Looks like it's Daimahuru at long on about 50 yards away from the bat, who hands Mana Narayan a life. Take a quick single around the corner to 45. That's 1 half chance, 1 takeable chance, and then 1 clear drop from PNG today. It's all well and good creating the chances. There's some good bowling from Vargivani, but able to back him up in the field. And this time down the ground to the man who just gave him a life. Such is the life of a fielder. Having dropped one a few moments ago, the ball always seems to be magnetised towards you after that. Shout from Varney, but well and truly down the leg side. There was talk of one turned down. Means that Manav Narayan will be on strike to begin the next over. 30 overs gone. Vargivani with 2 for 11 his day. Narayan works into the leg side again. Tough wicket. Slowing up in the afternoon here. Puffs of dust. Top edge. Should fall in the head of the fielder. It does. It's a big wicket. And a just reward for Walapuka, who's been good over the course of the tournament without reward. The big wicket of Moala falls. PNG just with their noses in front now. Disappointing way for Joeli Moala's innings to end that. He will have an opportunity with the ball in the afternoon. Just Teki Milani in at number 5, I should say. Gets a big full toss. It loops a long way to the sky and clears the road. Stuck a bearer. Say the new batter for Fiji. Oh, and that's half a chance put down as well. The ball looping off the thigh of the wicketkeeper. Left one now. Rather tidy behind the stumps. That's a pretty unlucky one, that, for Papua New Guinea. Could have easily fallen into the keeper's gloves. It's gone again. Thaka bearer. This one, just the one bounce and into the rope this time for 4. Who's this been from Fiji's keeper batter? Sets himself a nice platform to heave into the leg side. 54 for 3. as suspected, Vargivani will bowl out. Into the leg side. Be interesting to see how they negotiate this over. 10 overs after this one. Perhaps more than happy just to see Varney out. Again, muscled into the leg side. No, we're getting out to the leg side. One ball left. Varney spell. And this has been launched. It's into the long boundary though. Just over the fielder's head. Just to wait confirmation. I think it bounced inside the field of play. Take a look at the replay. Drinks taken here in Sano. 15 overs gone. Select confirmation on that final ball. Being given as a 6, 63 for 3. resumption after a quick drink here in Sano. Final 10 overs of the innings inbound. Chance for run out. Oh, it took too long to whip the bails off there. Tough one down low. A good dive too as well, it must be said. And Thakabera. Top edge. The man running back, he should hold on to this, and he does. The only problem is, it's a waist high no ball. It wasn't. It was a case of too many fielders outside the circle. Narayan lifts into the infield and pounces on the free hit chance. Coach killer that for PNG staff. They've worked their way back into this game. To the leg side for one. Wallapuka on the verge of bowling out here. Big full toss wide of the infielder, and it should run away to the fence. Big over from a Fijian point of view, especially with the chance given up. 75 for 3, 9 overs remaining. Aloen Bogo, the new bowler. He's worked his way into the tournament, having not started in the first 11, and then he's really built into his rhythm with the ball. Picked up some key wickets and started lacking a little bit of rhythm, but has really found his groove as the games have gone on. A little nick, I think. Yes, it is. Could hear that one up in the high school building. There's Takabera's flurry comes to an abrupt end. Boge rewarded. This one fired through a tad quicker, I suspect. And going straight on as well. There's a forced bowling change, of course, with Barney finishing, but Boge picks up where his teammate left off. Boge again on the button. New batter is the captain at 6, Jyotiseki Malani. No inside edge will be how he opens his account. Should take a little bit of inspiration as to how Thaka went about his business. Runs in the middle order in a tough little period. Showed little inhibition. Meanwhile, again has been the rock. He'll get one there after another little fumble. A little bit disappointed by their bowling efforts, or their fielding efforts, I should say, today at PNG. The end of the 17th over. Plenty of energy still in the PNG camp despite the drop catches, 78 for 4. Double change, of course, with both bowlers bowling out. Going to be the skipper with his leg spin. Long off for 1. Good start by the skipper. Bottom edge. Wanting to attack the short boundary here today, but no luck. Oh, misfield again. It's another run. PNG have coughed up in the field. Skipper unable to whip into the leg side. Frank fires through his over, just the 3 off. A good start for him. 81-4. Alan Boga into his second over. To the bowler again. This is good from Boga. Tries to turn it into a half volley. Marianne again, just the one. In Malani's arc, but unable to find the middle of his bat. He'll get one. Midfield, Boga remains over the wickets in the left-hander. It's a beautiful piece of bowling. Completely beaten the left-hander there. Straight to point though. Nine overs gone, 83 for 4. Frank again, over number 2. There's a man out there. He hovers underneath and takes the catch. Calm under the high ball on that occasion. The captain goes. Fiji lose their 5th. Take a look at the replay here. Gabba tossing this up nicely. And he removes his opposite number. Looks to be Vakatawa Johnny in at number 7. And he's played onto the stumps. Gabba Frank will be on a hat trick. Just tossing up, and maybe the extra top spin of Frank there, beating the bottom of the Johnny bat. Not quite there to be swept. So, Gabba Frank with the opportunity to take an under-19 men's international hat-trick here. And Papua New Guinea, meanwhile, with that wicket, just arrest control again. I see a few people out there doing their net run rate calculations. They fall back and over the top of Fiji and need a big win. Maybe the procession of wickets yesterday from the Fijian side of things might come back to haunt them. Frank not attacking too hard with this ball being a hat-trick ball. Bakalona, new batter. Gabba Frank on a hat-trick for PNG. He hit his line and length, but Bakalona was solid in response. Swing and a miss. Ball behind the keeper. I think about 2. Well worked into the leg side. Big boundary out there today. And the furthest 3 wickets here across. 20 overs gone, 5 remaining. Signal at the beginning of the 3rd and final power play. 5 overs, 5 fielders allowed out. 85 for 6, and see what Fiji's tactics will be here in the final 5 overs, and when they really want to go, knowing that was the 4th, the last recognised batter of the team. Ballgate with his 3rd on the trot. He's been good today. Plenty of questions, especially of this man, the left-hander, even bowling over the wicket. Muscles that one into the leg side. One note. Big shuffle, of course, in the field with a right-left combination. Big swing and a miss there as well. Tough for a new batter at the best of times, let alone spin on what's been a pretty slow wicket in the afternoon here in Sino. into the leg side. It should fall just short of the fielder. It does. That's cover. Take the infield. Includes the 21st, a quiet one of PNG. Just hold Fiji at bay here, 88 for 6. Frank again. Continue his good day with the ball. Talk for 2. They will get 2, and there might have even been a chance of 3, but David pick up. Get into the 30s, 31. There might have been some chat of an overthrow there, but backing up fielder does enough. Seven down to innings thus far. 20 bowlers with 5 left in the kitty. That's a 4 left between them. David with 3 overs bowled, Pikarahu 3 overs. He was into his 3rd. See a no ball signal that above waist height and Bogate as well. 2 overs left to play with. But Allen would roll out eventually. He'll be joined by David, who is the spearhead of today's attack. He loads up. The ball goes straight up though. Man running in, dropped. Had a lot of time to think underneath that ball. Junior yet to bowl today. Works well into the leg side. Should only just be 1 though. Buckle all them up. 3 overs left. 94 for 6. Porgy now to bowl his fourth. Following through, get one again. And it's been given out stumps. Bakalolama is over stretched and fallen out of his ground, and an opportunistic piece of keeping to take Fiji's 7th wicket. Papua New Guinea now. Could well restrict their opponents to inside 100. Innocuous piece of cricket. Bakalolama seems to have overstretched and second. He makes a late charge to the team of the tournament, perhaps. Marianne wants to come back for a third. Good piece of running and good game awareness there. He knew that was a long boundary out there. Coming to me for down the order today. Down injured there after fielding that ball. Hopefully everything okay out here. A little bit of a limp, everything okay out there, it seems. Turns himself back there. On the edge. Straight to ground. Good battle this. Dying embers of this innings. 4 overs, 2 for 13. opting to keep himself on here. This one is Anthony David returning. Backing himself to do the job. Big full toss, but Kamitha unable to fill his boots. Wanting to load up. Narayan can't quite execute the slog into the leg side. Short of the man out there again, as we mentioned, long boundary. Under the pad. Swatted in the leg side, and that's into the tent, I think. It's one of the best shots of the tournament, that. Mike and Kamitha in on the act. This has been belted, it must be said. Take a look at the replay. A little shuffle down. A little search party there for Papua New Guinea, looking for that one. (106 for 7), 24 overs gone. Final over. Borgate not entrusted with the final over. It's going to be Anthony David to bowl the last. Narayan. Go through the slog for Fiji here. An opportunity now to fill this hit. And might have turned down the single anyway. I don't think there would have been one even if you wanted to go. Retrieving this. This probably brings both teams into the contest. We should have a close finish this afternoon. Make sure you stick around for it. That one just stays low on poor Narayan, who is bowled. Anthony David earns a wicket for his efforts. He bowled well up top. This one, as you can see as well, just dying a little on Narayan, of course, at the back end of this tournament. Always going to be tricky prospect late in the innings. muscling down the ground for one. Tom Barley, the new batter, his first appearance at the tournament. And this has been launched into the leg side. It's a long boundary though out there. And it's been held. A pretty good catch in the end. Dauncey Tom running over his shoulder to his right. Torelli at number 11. Struck into the leg side. A bit of a cheer in the Fijian camp. As young as Torelli makes his first contribution in the tournament. Turns 17 next week with Torelli. Another play miss. Anthony David finishes off. Good final over for PNG, probably just at the halfway mark, would edge themselves ahead. 108 for 9 Fiji's innings finishes. David finishes with 2 for 16. Take a look at the batting card. It was Marianne at number 3 that had to hold things together. Pretty strong innings of 34 off 53 balls, only being dismissed in the final over. He got a little bit of help from Sakabera, who swung away with great success. Moala unable to get going today. Neither of them able to really forge a strong opening partnership. 25 overs, restricted game of course here in terms of the overs due to the wet weather. 108 for 9. James certainly in the balance here after what we've seen so far this week. And a look at the bowling card. David coming back, finishing with 2 for 16. Still up top. Good to see Pukaraho into the team today, the youngest member of the PNG squad. Bowled well, albeit without reward, and then the spin was effective again. Vargivani once more showing his wares. 2 for 20. Puka again okay, 1 for 31, and then Alan Bogue working his way into the tournament nicely with 2 wickets himself, and the captain Gavin Frank also pitching in with 2. So 109 to win for Papua New Guinea on the quest to finish second here at the ICC Men's Under-19 Cricket World Cup East Asia Pacific Qualifier Division 1. Sunny, albeit windy afternoon in Sano, the prospect for PNG. 109 to win from their 25 overs here at the home of Japanese cricket. Join us in just under 20 minutes time for the second innings here. The final innings of this tournament. Stick around, we'll be back here in a few minutes. Players and umpires walking back onto the ground. The final innings of the ICC Men's Under-19 Cricket World Cup East Asia Pacific Qualifier Division 1. And there is what is on the line. PNG needing 109 runs from 25 overs to claim their first victory at the tournament. A chance to overtake Fiji on net run rate. If you've just joined us, Fiji winning the toss, electing to bat here in Sano. Manav Nari on the pick of Fiji's batters, top scoring. A couple of players chipping in around him as well. Man, he's unable to make any headway with the bat today. Joelle Lawala hoping we can pick up some tea we can see with the ball. Two slips in place. Tough prospect this, 109 in 25 overs. Plenty of traffic on the surface now. Two slips in for Moala. Gabba Frank again. Bring himself to open the innings. He opened yesterday, so 2 days ago as well. A good bouncer from the young Fiji quick. Down that side is wide given. Run valuable here for Papua New Guinea, especially the freebies. Well whipped into the leg side from Gabba Frank. He likes it there. It's a long boundary though. They turn this into a third, they do. Damahuru takes guard after that three, fellow left-hander. Plenty of southpaws in this Papua New Guinea lineup, of course. Pushing it across, just the one slip in now for Mahuru. Dug out by the young opener. Good Yorker. Mwalo as well. Not quite off the face, but Daimahuru won't mind. Single there. Final ball to come. Probably his first over. Looked a little bit high for mine. I know he was keen, but Gabba Frank survived. The runner balls begin. PNG's innings in Sano 6 for no loss. With the two left-handers opening the batting for Papua New Guinea, a change in tactic for Fiji this afternoon with the off-spin of Manav Narayan coming on. Barely saw any of his bowling begin the tournament, and then all of a sudden yesterday came out and bowled some off Franks of good promise. He took 1 for 12 off 5 overs yesterday. 19 dots in that 5 over spell. He brings with another dot here today. 25 over a side game as well. Just joined us. It means it's 5 over opening power play, 15 in the middle and 5 at the end. Fielding restrictions and 5 overs per bowler permitted as well. Scary for 1. Daimahuru again behind point on the offside. And this is a crucial matchup. And it could be a telling blow either way here for the complexion of this particular game. Vincent Captain, who's a man out there at deep cover to prevent the boundary. Smartly done here as well, Fiji, as they know that the ball direction Narayan's spinning to is also the deeper pocket, the deeper side of the ground in terms of boundary length. So they just move both their outfielders committed inside or outside the circle, I should say, into the leg side. This one through the gap. Probably won't run all the way to the boundary. And as mentioned, along the boundary out there, they'll pick up, I thought would be 3, it remains just 2. Daimahuru maybe a little bit slow out of the blocks there as he tried to run the third. Or maybe it was Gabba Frank that made him look slow with an electric piece of running in between the wickets. We've seen PNG, it's been a real characteristic for them this week. Not taking home the winners yet. Plain miss. It's the delivery that Narayan craves, strives for basically every time he gets up to the wicket. Oh, it's been put down. It sounded like a little tickle into the keeper's mitts. Half chance put down by the keeper, Thakabera. Half chance goes in favour of the Garamutsa PNG. End of the second over, for no loss. The second over begins. It's the younger of the two batters out there. No ball. Just pointing to the footmarks, highlighting that he'd overstretched there on that occasion, Joeli Mawala. It's a free hit for Mahuru. Field unable to be changed. Golden opportunity here to crucial runs without consequence. And he does so. The free hit is swatted away from the youngster for 4. Don't bother running. The most imposing shot of Mahuru's campaign, that walking through the cover gap. Celebration needed for Moala as he comes back in. Another full toss for Mahuru, maybe not to score there after the free hit. Just giving up the chance to fill his boots with a full toss. Around the corner on this occasion from Mahuru, got 1. Chance for the defence on that occasion. Play and miss. A little nervy one there. Probably a trickier prospect for Mahuru. Pick up the still bat on ball. occasion. Malala's second, 17 for no loss. Things going all going good so far for Papua New Guinea. Again. Build up. Again, in the thick of the action. Well struck. And it will beat the man who's a little bit too wide on the onside. Ramahuru held it, worked that way into the leg side. Kicking off the off spinner, and we did earmark as a pretty key matchup here early on in the innings. Reply from Marianne is good. So of course, not only do PNG need to win today to finish second, they also need to make sure that they beat Fiji by a big enough total to overtake them on net run rate as well. Struck well. Man running around who's been straightened up. It'll fall to his right. Nina Manara out there in the deep. Another over in favour of the Jaramuts. 2-3 for no loss. An appeal. Not too sure what's going on here, whether or not there's a question of if it carried or there was in fact a nick. There'll be a conference in between the two umpires here. There wasn't, because the umpire satisfied. We wouldn't be having this conversation. I didn't think there was a look in the end, that third umpire deeming that to have fallen short. in play. Right, be heard all the way around the other side of the ground here in Sarnok. Lifted. And launched over the rope for 6. Gabba Frank, that's him at his very best. He's shown glimpses of this over the course of the tournament. Look at this one. Straight out of the CJ Amini textbook, this one. TNG International. He's made many runs and played many a shot just like that. Muscles this one over the mid-off fielder again for 4. Gabba Frank in a mood. Can the captain lift them to victory here? Going a good way about it. Probably need to chase down the total in quick time as well to overtake Fiji on net run rate. No, it's a good way on power. And again, shades of CJ will plug in the outfield. They'll get a third. Five overs gone, PNG 37 for no loss. The victory today. Most likely to be Fiji ending up second place on net run rate. Akatawa Johnny in. It's 1 to begin. sneak one. It's good batting from Gabba Frank. In the end, it'll turn into no. It's the remaining one. Running again. Through that over, 42 for no loss. Double change. Manara gifting a full toss. Who picks up two. Slow, low, and the answer beats Daimahuru. Fiji's first, and a lifeline for the men in light blue. Manara again showing his wares with his slow off breaks. That one just dying on the left-hander underneath the bat and making a mess of the three sticks behind him. Right outside the off stump, there's some hollering and pooping out there, but for nothing. Maybe the new batter for Fiji meanwhile. This again. Right to the leg side. A shout of two. Scurry back. Well run from Gabba Frank. Seven overs gone, 48 for 1. Johnny to continue. Big appeal. Turned down by the squarely umpire. Moon ball from Johnny. Good shot from the skipper. A lot of energy around the bat again for Fiji. Akatawa Johnny. Not with anything. Put the batter here. 29 for 1, 8 overs gone. Here's Manara once more. Into a gap. They should pick up a second here as the two outfielders are forced to run about 20 yards each to collect that. Frank again pushing into vacant land for another single. Chance away down the leg side. Big shout, it's come off the face of the bat. A level of excitement out in the middle. Another over bowl. 52 for 1, 9 overs gone. Away again. He's holding pattern here. Plenty of intrigue in this match though. Just a quick drink for PNG batters. They've made a good start here. Frank for 23 opening the batting as well. Big shout from John A. Slowing a little bit, but Frank still eking out every single run he can find out there. A tough old slog for him at the tournament, but being able to buckle down here and make a start at least. Played in the leg side for Name, it shouldn't be one. Cap, on this occasion the captain. again. Just a little bit of pressure being put on PNG's batters thanks to some tight Fiji bowling. Turnovers now in the books. 54 for 1. Again. Big shout. It struck him in line and it's been deemed to be going on to hit the stumps. Manora's successful campaign continues. Dawkins on the new batter. It's classy, his approach, technique, sound. Just haven't quite been able to piece together innings of real substance here yet. It's been tough sledding, especially against the slow bowlers here in Sano. Ball. Fielders around the bat, up and encouraging Manara. Another big shout, angling into the left-hander, this time turned away. For 2. Takes put on PNG's effort with the bat. Which again comes down to some expert slower bowling. Struck well, but sweeper out there for 1. Wide or covered fielder. 1 though. Over the top of the short mid-wicket fielder. Well worked into the leg side. He just hit a little bit too close to the outfielder to score the second. A big appeal from the bowler, whipping the bails off, plenty of energy, but turned down into the over. Love to see even the end of the tournament. Teams striving to save every last run and take any single wicket. 58 for 2, 12 overs gone. Toss, they snap through for one. That fielder quite deep at mid-off. Take the backward point on, succeed. In the end, they sneak two. Such good running from Gabba Frank. That's the standard being shown by the Papua New Guinea skipper. Right of the man in close, they'll get another one. Good delivery from Monterey away from the left-hander. Overs gone, 62 for 2. Fiji just ahead in the chase here, it must be said. As we have seen, slow bowling has stifled every single team here at the tournament. I suspect the team of the tournament too will be dominated by spin as well. There'll be chat of 2 here. In the end, it'll turn to 4 with a misfield. So the pressure being put on Fiji by Gabba Frank leads to another 2 to the total. Take a look at the replay here. Did well to put this square into the leg side, dissecting the fielders, and then just the sharpest piece of fielding that from Penny Maui. Gabba Frank looking to take on the bowler. Couldn't work at either side of him on that occasion. Certainly a good play there in Gabba Frank. Sure we'll potentially see a little bit more of him in the course of his career. And can't convert. Cut short. He spent a little bit of time in Sydney last summer, Gabba Frank. Hanging out at Western Suburbs. Strikes that well again. Should just be the one though. Very much in the mould of a couple of different players of PNG. Sensei Bao is one that comes to mind, but definitely in the mould of CJ Meany, as we've mentioned. Inside edge, Frank will pick up one. So athletic, it's such an easy single for him there. Into the over 68 for 2. I'll give you context in this game. The team's battling it out for second place here in the tournament. Japan already claiming victory. Their points tally cannot be usurped. And I can tell you as well that the net run rate situation makes it impossible for Papua New Guinea to overtake Fiji, even with a win today as well. Good if they were to pick up victory. Have everyone here taste success at least once. They've probably been a little bit better than maybe the points tally has suggested. Disappointing fights against Fiji, it must be said the other day. Tom collects one. There's a little bit of a reshuffle in the batting line for Guinea over the course of this tournament as they tried to find their best 11. When began the tournament, opening the batting was stood down at 4. On this occasion, unable to knock that one past. Looks to be his opposite number in Fiji skipper Teki Milani. He wants to take another single, but Manara's up to keeping it to a dot. The play and miss. Just a fraction low on Gabba Frank. Overs gone, 69 for 2. Penny Maui in. Picks that one in short. Easy single for Dauncey Tom. Smart batting from the left-hander there, not trying to hit the ball too hard. We know that the target is in reach. Has he picked out the man? No, it's put down and palmed to the rope for 4. Gabba a little bit disappointed with himself, but maybe it's the life he's deserved after working so hard today. He knows there's a half century there in the offing. If he can just buckle down and go almost all the way to a PNG victory, should he get there. Goes again. This time over the head of the fielder for 6. Whipped away. Strength in the shoulders and in the wrists there. Take a look at the replay here. In the line, it wasn't particularly down the leg side, but he was able to work it and negotiate it behind square on the leg side for 6. Young Gabba Frank showing his wares here this afternoon. He's threatened all week, just hasn't been able to quite put together an innings. Big full toss, that'll be a no ball and maybe a chance for Gabba Frank to launch over the rope to reach his half century. We'll just await the free hit confirmation signal. Of course, it's coming. There it is. Free hit. Maybe tried to have hit it a little bit too hard. Just the one added to Gabba Frank's tally. Oh, and agonisingly wide of the slip fielder. Tom in a foot race is almost going to be overlapped by Gabba Frank. Not that it matters because it's run away for 4. Papua New Guinea are looking all but certain to take a victory here out of their Sano tour. Tom happy to knock that one back to the bowler. Marley's first over goes for 17, one of the biggest overs here in the tournament altogether. 86 for 2. Looks like they've called the drinks here in Sano. PNG on the verge of victory. Still need 23 off the final 54 balls. It's right in hand though, of course. Inching towards a half century. Taking his guard. Frank with the return of Man of Narayan. Romps of one that went in close on the offside. Prevent any Further action. Again, this time they take on the fielder because he's gone through. Hitting out quickly. Oh, there's a mix-up. No, surely. In the end, he gets back. Oh, it would have been a nightmare and a tragic way for Gavin Frank's day with the bat to be over and done with. In the end, he does enough to scurry and dive home. An apology from Dalton Tom. Another single. 8 for 2. Well picked up. Well prevented. Big turn and bounce. Good way for Marianne to finish. One big puff of dust comes off the surface. 17 overs gone, 88 for 2. Well worked by Tom. Sliding fielder will keep it within the field of play. They'll run 2. And a wicket to fall. It's the skipper who collects one to end his campaign. Dalton Tom maybe just trying to hit this too far across the line. In the end, the stumps disturbed. The third wicket is down. Gabba Frank inching towards wicket the other end and loses a third partner in Dalton Tom. second here. And Bolge in for PNG. Runs just running out a little bit for Gabba Frank, who sure would like to post a half century to his name. End up skipping through for an overthrow. Gabba Frank seems to have done something following through. It's an agony in fairness to him as they skip through for an overthrow. I think it might just be cramp. And the team physio racing out. The little strikers then still looking a little ginger. End of the over. 17, make that 18 gone, 95 for 3. From 46. Marianne looking to deny him a half century. His body's starting to hold out on him a little bit as well. Frank takes one, he's more than happy to leave it at that as well. 7 now. Just be the one. Difficult for him to get back. Still make the signal. Yeah, buys as well. So not off. Ball goes back. Oh, golden opportunity for Frank, unable to put the chance away. Oh man. deep on the leg side behind square. There's a man in front of square. 45 fielder is up inside the circle. $19 gone, 97 for 3. For 3. Hold his head up high. Alan Borgay in this campaign. Ending late. Good pitch in the first 11 to begin. Some tidy runs at the back end of innings. He bowled well. This feels like a force field away for Gabba Frank now, who's impeded, but he's worked so hard to get here. Good call of 1. Inching closer, 48 now. On the up. There's a slight discrepancy in the scores across the stream and the electronic scoreboard in terms of what Frank is actually on. Information in a second there for you. Maloney races through his second over. Papua New Guinea 101 for 3. Near the completion here of the ICC Men's Under-19 Cricket World Cup EAP Pacific Qualifier. Division 1 was taken out by Japan. Second place will be Fiji on net run rate. PNG hunting for a win here. Little edge. And that should get him there. He earns an applause from the PNG camp and an ovation, probably the biggest achievement and ovation a PNG player's had in this tournament so far. It's been an innings of craft, of power at times, but excellent temperament shown across the innings as he inches his side home to victory. A show of real promise, a future senior international more than likely as well. And he finishes the job with a boundary, an exclamation mark for Papua New Guinea to end the tournament on a high. They chase down the target. Now all that's left is the formalities. Mix up. Have a quick post-match presentation. After proceedings here, we've also got the closing ceremony tournament back at the hotel. more. Brings the score level. Chance for Alawan Borgay to put the finishing touches on this one for Papua New Guinea. And it might just come through extras. They'll complete the one, the match is over. Papua New Guinea end the campaign on a high, a victory, not enough to overtake their opponents on net run rate, but they can go back to Port Moresby knowing that they've tasted success in Sano, chasing down 109 in the 25 over revised match, and it's come largely off the back of an outstanding innings from Papua New Guinea's captain, an unbeaten 50, as well as wickets with the ball. He's been a class above today, the Papua New Guinea captain, and he will go back home tasting some success, sweet success in sunny Sano. Concludes the Under-19 Men's Cricket World Cup East Asia Pacific Qualifier Division 1. Neither side here lifting the trophy, but both can take the positives in a victory in the competition home with them. Fiji, of course, winning the reverse fixture between the same two sides. With Japan, who ran away with an undefeated record. PNG today with their share of the spoils at the Sano International Cricket Ground. Some beautiful pictures, as you can see, the Kurosawa Mountains in the backdrop. And that just about wraps it up from here in Sano. Quick look at the scorecard with Gabba Frank opening the batting and making an unbeaten 50. Helped along the way, a couple of scores with note in double figures. And then with the ball, Lina Manara, who continued his strong campaign, and the captain, Joseph Malani, also picking up a wicket. But bottom line, Papua New Guinea tasting success for the first time here on the final afternoon. It's been a pleasure delivering the Under-19 Men's Cricket World Cup East Asia Pacific Qualifier Division 1 to you on the Japan Cricket Association YouTube channel. Plenty of cricket coming up here in the Japanese cricket summer. Make sure to look out for that on this channel and across your social media platforms. But for now, it's a victory for Papua New Guinea, chasing down 109. On behalf of myself, Daniel Beswick, and everyone here at the JCA, it's goodbye for now.